plaintiff, Tanzania KENYATTA, dated the defendant's witness, and after he started seeing the defendant, she started harassing Tanzania. Tanzania claims the defendant sent her over 300 emails and falsely accused her of giving her witness herpes. She's suing for harassment and defamation. Defendant Danielle Harris insists Tanzania is the one who reached out to her first, and after she found out Danielle was pregnant, Tanzania vandalized her car. She's countersuing for harassment and emotional distress.
All rise. This court is now in session. The Honorable Judge Greg Mathis presiding. You may now be seated.
Start with you.
So first, I definitely want to make sure you know that I have over 300 emails, Facebook pages that she has made about me. She has two fake Facebook pages that are pictures of me, basically trying to make it seem like they are me. And she has inboxed me from over.
How do you know it's her that has fake?
Because she sent me a friend request to make sure I knew the page was there. And
how did you know it was from her?
Because she told me.
Okay.
It said, she said it was her.
On the page?
On the inbox.
Okay.
She inboxed me a message.
Okay.
I went on the page. First, the name was in her witness name. It was under his name, Jerome Lester. And it was defaming him, disgracing him and me, because she also had put on the page that I gave her herpes and supposedly gave it to him.
You gave her herpes?
That I gave it to him.
Y'all have been lovers?
Him and I had.
Oh, him. I thought you said
No.
I gave her herpes.
Well, that's what she says. That
you gave her herpes.
I gave it to him, so
And
she
he
got
gave
it.
Okay. So
Yes.
you're just saying if you cut out the middleman, she's saying you gave her herpes.
Yes.
All right. Got it.
So,
all right, you out. It came directly from her to her.
That'll
All
never
right.
happen.
You still got to go to the doctor.
Right. Right.
If that's true, I'll believe it. Where did all this come from? Tell me
So-
about where you all know each other, how long, what happened to cause you all to fall out. Tell me.
So I know her witness for over 20 years. I know him, but not have been with him the whole 20 years. But I have known him. We have been in and out of a relationship.
Since when?
I actually met him in '92.
That's when you started the relationship?
No.
When did you start your relationship?
We actually started in 1999.
And when did you all end? It's not over yet then.
Right.
All right. So how often do
Correct.
how often do you go in and out?
It had.
That didn't come off right. Off and on. You say in and out of the relationship. I'm going to say off and on with the relationship.
Well,
how often do you all go off and on?
Yes, during those times, he has been married twice within those years.
You all would break up, what, twice a year and get back? You say all.
We would break up.
I'm trying to see if you had a real relationship.
No,
Because if you didn't get together but every 3 years and then you were off another 3 years, you ain't had nothing. Let me hear from you, man.
I found out about her. I met him in 2014. 2015, she began calling me. She got my number out of his phone, and she passed it along to other people. She would call me, telling me him and her, they're still having sex, and he's been coming to her house. He's been spending the night.
That's the first you had ever heard of her?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
And that's
What'd you say to him?
When she called, I asked him who she was. He told me it was somebody who he used to sleep with.
Okay. And he told you he wasn't anymore?
Yeah.
Did
but
you-
then he would say they was on
Did
and
you
off.
ask why she keep calling?
Yes,
Why
I
she
did.
call you if they're not sleeping anymore?
Yes.
What'd he say?
She's crazy. She's upset because she can't have him.
Okay. And all right, and he said he's a prize and everybody wants this prize.
Yes, sir.
All right. All right. And tell me how all the mess started.
That's how it
You
started.
first heard from her by phone.
And
What
she
was
kept.
next?
She would always call me. She would always text me, email me. I wasn't able to get in contact with her because I didn't have her
She
phone
said
number.
you got in touch with her 300 times.
Yes.
At first, I didn't have her phone number, so that's how I started getting in contact with her through Facebook. She sent pictures of me to him while he was in the restitution.
Never.
off of my Facebook page. So I asked him, who is she? What is her name? So I could know what she looked like. She knows who I am. So that's how I found out who she was. I went to her page, and after he got out, he took me to her apartment, to her house to show me that she was just sex. So that's how I found out where she lived at.
He took you to her apartment?
Yes.
And when he took me to her house, instead of her to
You're
my house.
suing the wrong person.
Exactly.
Then.
No.
Instead of her, when he took me to her house.
His woman to your house. Go ahead.
But she was upset. She's upset with me. She's upset with the wrong person.
She was trying to come emails.
I would email her if she's sending something to him, like she's always sending my screenshots.
Did she send something to him 300 times?
She sent something to him a lot of times.
I said 300
I have never
because that's
counted
the
it,
number of times. You don't have any idea? All right, so it could have been 5 times. Yet you did it 300 times.
She's
which is
emailed me
clearly
also,
harassment.
sir.
Pardon me?
She's emailed me also. She's came by my house.
300 times?
Yes.
Oh, I don't know how many times.
What has she done when she came by your house?
She came to my apartment in 2016 when she found out I was pregnant. She came to my car, got out of the car that she was in, came to my car and started kicking on it and hitting on the door. I called the police. The police came out there. She was already gone.
Ma'am, did this happen?
I actually came to her house. She's skipping steps. When I came to her house, first of all, she had him on GPS because of his lies and cheating. She GPS'd him to my house and let me know he had been there. But the reason why I did come to her house, she skipped the step where she emailed me.
That GPS
Quiet,
message was sent.
Go ahead.
She emailed me.
How do you
my
know
daughter,
you had 300? You read all 300 emails?
when they
you
came
have
in.
anything else to do?
When they came,
Go ahead.
When they came in, I definitely did. At the time, my daughter had been missing. And she emailed me while I was at work. And she said, I just want to know, has he been back by your house? Because he says your daughter's been missing. And I was already going through emotional stuff right there. And she had already been to my house, not just that one time.
Ma'am, did you say something to her about her missing daughter?
Yes, she did.
Jerome told me
I said, did you say something to her about her missing daughter?
Yes, she did.
Yes or no?
I probably did.
Okay, your counterclaim is for what? Harassment, and how did she harass you and cause you emotional distress specifically?
I would have
Those
never
calls
found out
you say
about
she
her or
made?
anything if she would have never contacted
Pardon me?
I would have never found out about her or anything had she not called me or contacted
Got that.
me.
What did
or
she do to
anything.
harass or cause you emotional distress?
Harassment was for her coming to my house, for her bothering me.
For that one time when you talked about her daughter that was missing, what else?
For the phone calls that she made to my sister.
How many?
4.
All right, that's not enough for harassment. What else? That's not a continuing pattern for. Or did you go to her house?
I went to her house.
For what purpose?
Because after she had messaged me.
About your child.
Yes.
And
That's
then,
a lie.
And then you went to her house and you went to her house as well, didn't you? All right, y'all work this mess out together. Have a good day. You both did the same thing to each other. Bye. Both your claims dismissed.
And can't accept the fact that I moved on.
If you moved on, then stay gone. That's what you do. With your herpes,
Who got
that's
herpes?
what you do. You stay gone.
You
That's
call
what
me.
you
You
do.
contact me.
I contact you.
It's okay.
But you were just
It's
at my
okay.
house last week, though.
That's
still
fine.
love me?
That's fine. That's the problem.
This
You're
is
mad
what a
because you
compulsive
can't
liar
have him.
looks like. A
And this is
cheater,
what
a
an
liar.
angry person looks
That's
like.
what he looks like right there. That's what's wrong.
Don't call me.